watching Monster Truck Attitude.
Welcome back to Monster Truck Attitude, your home for the Diecast Monster Truck Racing League. Thursday Night Thunder kicking off the July season here tonight with 16 of our best monster trucks.
That's right, Steve. 16 trucks in our field here tonight, not to mention several new drivers making their debut here tonight on Thunder. And we got to talk about Jim Cartwright. He has 3 teammates along with himself here in the field for the July season. So 4 trucks at a Whole Shot Motorsports competing inside of the July season.
Well, it'll be definitely something to behold here this season. Jalen Buford inside of the USA 1 Chevrolet, ready to defend the championship flag out of the Renegades Motorsports race team. But right now, we're back at the top of the track, kicking off round 1. Caleb Parks returns here tonight inside of Monster Patrol, now ready to take on Aaron Church, your Monster Mania 5 champion, back here tonight inside of Bakugan Dragonoid. Who's going to be moving on in a round 2 competition? Stage, the green light drops down now. Side by side they go. Monster Patrol with a slight lead. Dragonoid in trouble now, and Monster Patrol looks like they came away with a victory here tonight in round 1.
Yeah, if we go back here and check out the replay, Steve, coming down that straightaway, they were fairly even. We had a close race. It wasn't until they came down in no man's land, Dragonoid starts to cross up a little bit, giving Monster Patrol the win here tonight in round 1.
Well, nonetheless, still a great race here in round 1 competition. Moving right along, take a look at this. We got a new truck. That's 88 Mike, driven by Bennett Cartwright. He's out of the Clydesdale. He's in a brand new piece, getting ready to take on the new kid on the block, 𝐻𝐸𝐸 in the VP Mad Scientist.
Well, we got a couple of great looking trucks out here tonight. We're going to see who's taking home this win in round 1.
Well, both trucks are staged now as we get set to go green and down the straightaway. 88 Mike's got a lead. Mad Scientist now in all kinds of trouble. Oh, hard hit right there. And 88 Mike looks like he got the win here tonight, Gary. What a matchup it was as 𝐻𝐸𝐸 turns over the Mad Scientist. A tough break for sure, but Gary, walk us back as we take a look at this replay. What happened to Mad Scientist?
Well, coming out of the starting gate, Steve, 88 Mike has a big-time lead. Watch the sick air by the VP Mad Scientist. He's already out of shape coming through no man's land. Just took a bad bounce right there on the outer jump and turned it over here tonight.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that 𝐻𝐸𝐸 is going to feel that in the morning. As you can see, some of the damage done to the VP Mad Scientist here tonight. Big congratulations to the debut of 88 Mike. Bennett Cartwright debuts a brand new piece, but 𝐻𝐸𝐸 in the all-new VP Mad Scientist, first time out here on Thunder, turns it over, snaps off the right rear tire. They'll be down in the pits thrashing on that truck. Hopefully they'll have it back by next week with a better outcome. But Gary, we're moving right along here tonight inside of round 1 action. We're going to be taking a look at Reptoid going one-on-one with Recreation.
Yeah, a couple of new drivers out here on the MTA circuit, Steve. They're trying to make big names for themselves. We're going to see how this unfolds here tonight in round 1.
Well, both trucks are now staged at the top of the track. Who's going to be taking home a big win to kick off the July season? Reptoid and Recreation now down the straightaway. Recreation with a slight lead, but here comes Reptoid on the big end, and over goes Recreation just before the finish line, Gary. What a matchup it was.
A good old-fashioned slapping contest down at the very end. We got to go back and check out our replay and try to figure out what happened to 𝐬𝐿 and Recreation.
Well, from the looks of it, Gary, they had the lead down the straightaway as they hit the first jump, but watch Declan Keller and Reptoid now coming back on the far end of the track. Recreation now all out of shape in no man's land, crosses up just like we saw Dragonoid do. Declan Keller and Reptoid slides into victory in the shutdown area. What a matchup it was, and now the officials are down there taking a look at Recreation.
Well, down here on the track now, we're taking a look at Recreation and some of the damage that may be done, but again, just like Dragonoid earlier tonight, when they crossed up in no man's land, turning the truck over here just before the finish line.
Well, a tough break for sure for 𝐬𝐿 in Recreation. They'll be back better than ever by next week as we move along here tonight inside of round 1, Gary. We're taking a look at Preston Hurd and Zombie. We haven't seen him in quite some time. He's now going to be taking on Jim Cartwright, who has made a heck of a name for himself. 8-time Thunder champion, Alien number 2. Green light will drop down now. Alien's got a slight lead on the inside lane. Here comes Zombie, the veteran on the outside. Cartwright's in trouble. He'll turn it over inside of the shutdown area. I'm not sure who got the win. It did look like Preston Hurd and Zombie does come away with a victory here tonight in round 1.
Well, Steve, if we go back here and check out the replay, you see Jim Cartwright and Alien has a good lead down that straightaway. They go up and over the first jump. It's right here inside of no man's land where everybody's getting a little bit squirrely. He goes towards the outside of the track, thus turning the truck over, losing the race here tonight to Zombie.
Well, the veteran Preston Hurd and Zombie will advance into round 2 action as we move right along in round 1. The return of Caden Wilson, the Monster Mutt Rot. He was here for the June season. He's back with the Backyard Beast race team. He's now taking on a rival here, Liam Howington in the all-new Iron Man, making a name for himself out here on the circuit. Green light will drop down now. They go side by side. Monster Mutt with a slight lead. Iron Man a little out of shape, but it's going to be Caden Wilson here tonight. The Monster Mutt puts Iron Man on the trailer, Gary. Caden Wilson's looking strong out here tonight.
Yeah, he sure is, but you got to give it up for Liam Howington and Iron Man. He's been chipping away at the Backyard Beast since last season.
Well, I'm sure that rivalry's not over by a long shot, but moving right along, we're looking at Louis Giovanis in the Captain's Curse machine now staged over here in the orange lane. He's going to go one-on-one with Braden Lunderville in the brand new Fresh Prince machine out of Bel Air, California. Here's the green light down the straightaway, and the new kid on the block with a big-time lead. The Bel Air is flying, and Captain's Curse in trouble. What a crash by Fresh Prince inside the shutdown area, Gary. What a matchup it was. You talk about a debut.
That crash looked like Uncle Phil threw Jazzy Jeff right out of the back door of the Bel Air mansion here tonight, Steve.
Well, rightfully so, Gary. Let's go back and check out the replay here. Coming down the straightaway, we see the all-new Fresh Prince with a huge lead, taking Captain's Curse straight to Gapplebee's. Captain's Curse now crosses up inside of No Man's Land, and Fresh Prince finishes strong. Just a bad hit right there with the final set of cars. He dumps it over inside of the shutdown area. Nonetheless, the Fresh Prince is your winner, moving along into round 2. Next up here tonight, inside of round 1, we're taking a look at a brand new truck that's overcharged out of the Whole Shot Motorsports race team. 𝐸ₐ behind the wheel. He'll take on the veteran Javon Woodrow in the all-new Velociraptor that debuted last month. Green light will drop down now, even as they go down the straightaway, up and over No Man's Land now to shoot out to the finish line, Gary. What a matchup it was. Not sure what happened to Velociraptor. It does look like overcharged got the win. 𝐸ₐ putting the veteran on the trailer. We got to go back and break this down and try to figure out what happened.
Well, a solid race here tonight in round 1. They're side by side over the first jump. Right here, we're talking about No Man's Land. Once again, Velociraptor gets crossed up, hits the center of the track on that barrier, and it's 𝐸ₐ and overcharged with a big-time win here in round 1.
Well, an upset nonetheless, but right now we're moving along to the final race of round 1. The championship flag will be on the line. Mike Council, a longtime veteran, back here tonight in backdraft. There you see the defending champion, Jalen Buford, inside of the USA 1 Chevrolet. Flag on the line. Who takes it into round 2? Side by side down the straightaway. Dodge and Chevrolet. Chevrolet's got a lead on it now. Backdraft. I'm not sure what happened there, Gary. Got lost in No Man's Land once again. We keep talking about it. USA 1 is your winner. Here tonight, he keeps the flag, and we'll move on into round 2.
Yeah, once again, Steve, we're talking about the issue inside of No Man's Land. These drivers are coming down that track with so much speed and momentum. They're trying to hold it together in that No Man's Land section. As you see right there, backdraft got all crossed up, headed toward the outside wall.
Well, within the event, we're going to head down to the pit area now. We're taking a look at Hayden Noska and the VP Mad Scientist. If you remember earlier tonight, took a nasty rollover on the inside lane, snapped off that right rear tire. Crews are down there thrashing. Hopefully they'll have him back in that 100% by next week for a better outcome here in the July season. Nobody wants to start the July season with a lot of carnage, but tonight, unfortunately, the VP Mad Scientist took some damage. And right now, Gary, we're heading into round 2 competition. We're going to be taking a look at the return of Monster Patrol going one-on-one with 88 Mike Reptoid to take on Zombie, other side of your bracket. Monster Mutt Rot will take on Fresh Prince, and then Overcharge back to take on the champion inside of USA 1.
Yeah, some great matchups in round 2, Steve. Monster Patrol, Caleb Parks, still getting their feet wet out here on the circuit, but this 88 Mike looked bad fast here tonight inside of round 1. We'll see what he's got here in round 2.
And both trucks are staged now at the line. Monster Patrol taking on the all-new 88 Mike, who's going to semifinals now. The green light drops down now. Here we are kicking off round 2 action. 88 Mike with the lead through No Man's Land. A nice job as Caleb Parks and Monster Patrol will get crossed up over the final jump, Gary, right there inside of No Man's Land. We've been touching on it all night long. 88 Mike looked bad fast.
He sure did, Steve. If we go back and look at the replay right here, you watch 88 Mike go up and over that first jump. He taps the brakes in midair, gets that truck to take a nice attitude, nose down on the downside of that jump, and he sails right across the line.
And Caleb Parks and Monster Patrol struggling a little bit coming over that last jump. 88 Mike, your winner to kick off round 2. But next up here tonight, Gary, Declan Keller. This kid's impressed me a lot since his debut. The Reptoid machine's been looking strong. However, Preston Hurd, the underdog of this story, he's been known to put that truck in victory lane a time or two. We'll see what he's got here tonight in round 2. Zombie and Reptoid now down the straightaway. Zombie with a slight lead on this inside lane, and he's going to take it down to the finish line, securing a victory here tonight. over the Reptoid machine. He put up a good fight, but Zombie just too strong here in round 2. He's going to take that truck on in to our semifinal competition. Next up here tonight, Gary, we're taking a look at Caden Wilson out of the Backyard Beast race team, the Monster Mutt Rot, ready to go over on the orange lane, taking on another newcomer. This is Braden Lunderville in the all-new Fresh Prince Bel Air on the inside lane, hailing out of Whole Shot Motorsports. Both these drivers are staged and ready to go. The Backyard Beast take on Whole Shot Motorsports. Here's the green light now down the straightaway. Fresh Prince with a slight lead on that inside lane. He noses over like you talked about, Gary. He tapped the brake in midair, got that truck to settle down. The new kid on the block in this Whole Shot Motorsports is really taking MTA by storm. Let's talk about Caden Wilson in the Monster Mutt Rot.
Well, from what I can tell right here, Steve, the Monster Mutt Rot had a clean pass. He was just outdriven by the Fresh Prince. We talked about it right here. Look at him tap the brake through no man's land. He settles that truck down, and it was all Fresh Prince on down to that finish line.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Gary. Those Whole Shot Motorsports boys are fierce. And here's another one right here. 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐿, the newcomer to the Whole Shot Motorsports race team. Brand new truck overcharged. He's going to get a shot at the champion, Jalen Buford, driving for the Renegades Motorsports race team, the USA 1 Chevrolet on this inside lane. Who's going to semifinals? The green light will drop down now. Overcharged got a slight lead on that outside. USA 1 closing in on the gap. And it's Overcharged as he tanks the sea container in the shutdown area. Looks like he just eliminated the champion here tonight inside of round 1, Gary. We're going to go back and take another look at our MTA replay.
Yeah, right here from the start, Steve, you see Overcharge has a slight lead on USA 1. They go up and over the first jump, and USA 1 not giving up. He only lost out by mere inches, but Overcharge dethrones the champion here tonight in round 2.
Well, as you see it right there, it was by about 3/4 of a truck, but USA 1 was putting up the good fight. Overcharge will dethrone the champion, and we're going to move right along into our semifinal competition. And Gary, who would have thought 3 trucks out of Whole Shot Motorsports debuting here tonight find themselves in semifinals? We're taking a look at 88 Mike taking on Zombie. Then the Fresh Prince will take on his teammate in Overcharge.
Yeah, this is widely impressive across the board, Steve, but I like my chances with Preston Hurt and Zombie, the veterans coming back to play. He's trying to put Zombie in the winner's circle.
Well, he's done it before. We'll see if he can do it again here tonight to take on Bennett Cartwright. He's been out here for almost a year now. The all-new 88 Mike out of Whole Shot Motorsports has been bad fast. Who's going to the finals? Green light will drop down now. Zombie and 88 Mike. 88 Mike with a big-time lead up and over the first jump. Downsides it nicely. Preston Hurt and Zombie all out of shape here, Gary. And 88 Mike will go into the final round showdown after debuting that brand-new truck here tonight.
Well, Steve, I had high hopes for Preston Hurt and Zombie as they came down that straightaway. Watch as they go up and over the first jump. Zombie is already out of shape. Preston Hurt trying to gather it up, and it was all 88 Mike. Bennett Cartwright in the new truck took it all home from there.
Yeah, see what you're talking about. Preston Hurt did get bobbed up over that first jump. 88 Mike is in the finals, so that means we're going to have an all Whole Shot Motorsports finals between these two right here. They're going to meet 88 Mike and Bennett Cartwright. Will it be Braden Lunderville and the Fresh Prince or 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐿 and that brand new wicked fast Overcharge? Both trucks are staged. Who's going to the finals? Overcharge and the Fresh Prince now as we get ready to go green down the straightaway. Overcharge got the jump on it. Fresh Prince coming back. Overcharge is over. Whoa, what a matchup it was between the Fresh Prince and Overcharge. Gary, we got to go back and check this out once again. 2 new trucks, 2 new drivers right here in the all-new July season, and these guys are absolutely going for it. Let's go back and break down this replay.
Well, it was probably the closest race of the night between 2 new drivers and 2 new trucks. It was a shootout through and through, all the way down to the wire. 𝐟𝐵𝐿 and Overcharge lost it right there on the final set of cars, and the Fresh Prince goes to the final round showdown.
And as you can see right there at our photo finish, it wasn't by much, but it's going to be Braden Lunderville and the all-new Fresh Prince securing a spot in the final round showdown with fellow teammate Bennett Cartwright and 88 Mike. And Gary, there's only one thing left to do. Week 1 of the July season, it culminates here tonight. 16 trucks down to 2. The finals are next. Well, Gary, I got to ask you, 2 new trucks, 2 new drivers. Who do you got in this final round showdown?
Well, it's going to be too hard to call here, Steve, but I know one man that's super happy. That's the team owner, Jim Cartwright, seeing 2 new trucks in this finals.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's all come down to this. Week 1 of the July season, 88 Mike and the Fresh Prince. It's showtime here tonight on Thunder down the straightaway. Side by side they go, even through no man's land. Shoot out to the final jump, and it's going to be 88 Mike. He will take home the win in the brand new truck here on Thursday Night Thunder. Whole Shot Motorsports as a whole has dominated here in week 1 of the July season.
You were absolutely right, Steve. We kind of saw it right here at the starting of the show. 88 Mike and Fresh Prince were wicked fast. The Whole Shot Motorsports camp has put together some awesome trucks down the straightaway. They were even all the way up until that final jump. Fresh Prince got a little bobbing up, and 88 Mike got the win.
What an incredible debut for sure, but your winner here tonight in week 1 of the July season, Bennett Cartwright and 88 Mike. Well, that'll be a wrap on week 1 of the July season. Whole Shot Motorsports staking their claim out here on Thunder. This is going to be their dirt. Is anybody going to clap back at Whole Shot Motorsports this season? We're going to find out. Thank you guys once again for joining us here on Thunder. For Gary Armstrong, I'm Steve Jones. We hope you had a great time. Be sure to crush that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Y'all come back now, you hear?